If you've ever tried to create polished images for your YouTube thumbnails or social media posts, you know how editing takes forever and everything can still look kind of basic. And sure, AI can help, but most tools feel like you need a tech degree just to get started. That's why I'm partnering with Adobe Express to show you how to use Google's viral AI editor, Nano Banana, also known as Gemini 2.5 Flash, inside Adobe Express and Adobe Firefly. It's beginner-friendly AI that turns plain images like this into polished visuals like this in just a few prompts. So you can spend less time editing and finally create content that looks as good as you do. Plus, I'll share some practical tips, tricks, and use cases to make it even easier for you to get started. Make sure you check out the link in the pinned comment to try Adobe Express for free. Let's get into it. To start using Nano Banana inside Adobe Express, open any document first. Let's say you're inside Adobe Express staring at a blank page. What you want to do is go to Generative AI, Generate Image, pick an image size. I usually go with 16 by 9. It works every time for me. Then inside the Choose a Model section, select Gemini 2.5 Flash Nano Banana. That is the AI that powers Nano Banana. From here, the options are endless. We're going to start by creating a comic strip from scratch. You can start by creating branded comics for your business or educational comics to explain complex concepts or just have a little bit of fun. For example, I want to show up as the hero of my own comic strip. So I'm going to upload a photo of myself as the reference image, and you can do the same. And now I'm going to prompt it to turn me into a comic book character. You can write a detailed panel by panel prompt if you want full control, or you can just ask for a 4-panel comic in one go. And I think it nailed the brief. It kept my face consistent across all the panels and even kept the second character looking the same too. So sometimes the text can be a little jumbled up or it can make mistakes with the spelling of words, but you can edit that out in Adobe Express. Bottom line, you can make pro-looking comics from scratch, even if you can't draw to save your life. Adobe also has Adobe Firefly, which is a standalone site. Think of it as your creative lab, where you can experiment and push the AI to generate high-quality images. Adobe Firefly gives you a bit more freedom, and once you've created something you like, you can bring it into Adobe Express to turn it into thumbnails, posts, or even animations. Both tools have free plans and monthly credits, so you can test this out without spending a cent. And one of my favorite use cases, if you've ever needed to change the clothing or even hairstyle of an image, you're going to love this virtual makeover tool in Adobe Firefly. Let's say you want to use the same photo in a few thumbnails, but don't want to show up in the same outfit every single time. In Adobe Firefly, in the model, I'm going to choose Gemini 2.1 Flash here once again. And then I'm going to upload a photo of myself in this image section here. This is the image that I've uploaded. And I'm going to prompt it to change my shirt from white to a pink striped shirt and let it generate. And it did a pretty good job if you ask me. Look at that. It's just completely swapped out the shirt and made it really fit in as if I was actually wearing it. Then I asked for a outfit change to a black dress, and it did a really good job here as well. And I also asked it to change my hairstyle, and I think it's done pretty well to give me nice wavy curls that I've asked for. You can also prompt it to change your facial expressions, and I think this can be a bit of a hit and miss. It can also add body parts. So in this case, I've told it to add the notorious YouTube pointing fingers, and it did a pretty good job. And once you're happy with the image, you can hover over it to download it. Or if you select the edit button here, you can then bring it into Adobe Express where you can finish editing it. And from here, you can change and add your own text, also add all of the images that you want to add and complete the design here. This workflow is seamless, and honestly, it's one of my favorite hacks. One star feature of Nano Banana is character consistency. This is perfect if you want your photos to feel like a cohesive brand without hiring a designer or staging a photo shoot. I uploaded a photo of myself and prompted the AI to show me sitting at a cafe sipping on a matcha latte with a croissant, then again with a glass of red wine overlooking a vineyard. I thought this was an exceptional photo of me, which I could easily picture myself doing and position that. I could also prompt it to change the background and iterate on the image as well. And you can see that my face, my pose, and general features stay consistent across all of these different settings. So now instead of booking a photo shoot, I can generate a whole series of content-ready visuals that still feel and look like me. You can also use Nano Banana to create 3D renders. So I've taken a basic stock image and uploaded it as the reference image. This is what it looks like. And I've asked the AI to turn it into a 3D book cover with my name and a title. And I think it came out looking pretty polished and pro. So this is great for throwing together fast visuals for clients or managers while you're brainstorming and prototyping. Or also great for creating a visual of a free download or an ebook that you're offering. And of course, you can also do basic edits with simple conversational prompts. Let me show you what I mean. So for this image, I've got a croissant on the table. I'm going to select edit and then use as input image, and that puts the image as a reference image. I'm going to prompt it to remove the croissant and select generate. And just like that, the croissant is gone. And there was no brushing, no selection, no clicking and trying to remove things pixel by pixel, just simple chat-based editing. You can continue to add or remove things just by prompting to edit the image, and it really has changed the game with how we can manipulate and change images. And when you can experiment quickly, everything changes. Ideas that once took hours and lots of skills in Photoshop now only take minutes. Give Nano Banana a try inside Adobe Express or Firefly. Now that you've seen what Nano Banana can do inside Adobe Express, wait until you see what's possible when you tap into the full lineup of Adobe's AI tools, including my top 12 picks that feel like actual magic. Watch the next video where I'll show you the ones that cut my design time in half and make everything look pro.